buck roll.
Pulled up to the crib, I got the bop bop. I got what you need, everything a one-stop shop. Rude boy, I'm top boy, never take me from the top spot. Got the fiends tap dancing on the block like it's hopscotch. Half a man in my pants, cause I ain't get no damn advance. DSR, I sign myself, write that off with Uncle Sam. Trying to get a Grammy when you came from selling grams. About to change the world, half a man that's in my hand. What's today's mathematics? Knowledge build or destroy, all being.
I feel like coming from the street and hopping into this world, I feel like it's a fantasy world. You know, not many things that you do here matters on the outside unless it's like a degree or, you know, the things you can get from to your benefit. However, you do meet good people, you know, you do meet some people you wish you didn't meet.
Oh yeah.
However, you know, all of these are life lessons that you can apply to outside of this. You know, I've been there for 2 years. I came in before I turned 19, and I done did everything I wanted to do outside. My purpose for joining was to get a studio, a recording studio, but I wanted to get it the right way, you know. And I started a podcast. Got my LLC for my business, Rich LLC. Merchandise, clothes. I'm an author now. I put out 6 projects since I've been in, as far as music wise. And now I want to get into acting. Now I want to. All these things came from just wanting to start a studio. And you know, I inspire a lot of people back home just to show them, all right, you can do stuff the right way and still live and still do, you know, still have your fun, still be able to maintain. Back home, it's like a lot of people not really on that mindset. If you was to go to Southern Virginia right now, you would be like, how the bleep did he make it out of here? Like how was he able to write a book? How is his mindset so changed from the average person here? And I wouldn't even say the military, you know, it helped. It assisted into me finding myself as far as like my goals in life. But my sister, she moved me away my senior year of high school, and I was stripped of all my friends, everybody I knew. It's like I was put in the middle of nowhere, so now I got to start all over. I had stopped rapping for a little bit, and I put out my Rich album at 18, and I would say that really just changed my whole perspective on, you know, the way I do certain things. I don't have to please everybody. I got to do what makes me happy. I got to do what makes me happy for the long run. I can't impress everybody. I can't be a yes man. You know, I have to do what makes me happy. And in the military, it's difficult trying to balance that. It's very difficult trying to balance that. Everybody join for their certain reasons, but you just gotta work towards yours. Find yours. Find your niche. Find what you're good at. Find a hustle and just go for it. Find your that.
Yeah, that's good right there. It's definitely find your niche and just hustling. You know, hustling. Have that end goal in mind. You know, once you have that end goal in mind, can nothing really stop you. You know, like you said, everybody's in the military for different reasons. Mine was probably, honestly, to get about where I was coming from. You know, if you grew up in Southeast DC, if you watching this and you're from Southeast DC, you know how crazy it is over there. So if you like me in that environment, and you know, going to college and coming back home doing the same stuff I was doing before college, and hanging out with the same friends. Don't get me wrong, I love my friends, but doing the same stuff that I was doing before college, I had to get about it, and I felt like the only thing I could do was just join the military at that point, you know. And then I joined the military, and I slowly started to define myself, who I was, you know. And like my goal right now is just to give back so much to my community as far as like financial education, you know, because I feel like there's a lot of kids in my community right now, even young adults and adults in my community right now who's like not financially educated.
It's a cycle, bro.
Right. So if I feel like if I could learn as much as I can about finances and just get it back for free, I'm not even charging nothing. I just want to just give back so that we can invest back into our communities. You know, and that's the reason why, right? And that's the reason why I started this channel. You know, is when I go home, right, back to DC, and I see so much crazy stuff like gentrification, right? You got a lot of big, you know, wealthy people who buying up all the businesses, buying up all the homes, raising the prices, and then, you know, your grandmother or your mother, they got to go somewhere else because they can't afford the rent. or they can't afford to go to the grocery store, so they moving somewhere else, right? And I feel like, man, listen, like, if we was more financially educated and smart about our money, man, we could do so much big things, man. We could put our money together and buy that apartment building down the street that's been abandoned for years, and not some, you know, Joe Schmo or whoever, you know, coming back with the big money and they moving people in.
Gentrification.
Right, man, that's crazy. That's why I'm honestly really passionate about that, you know. All the abandoned buildings that we see on the block, or the abandoned, you know, grocery stores or laundromats that we see, now people, man, you know what happened? They got smart with their money and they came about it up. You can't blame them because it's our fault. We're not really doing our part. So that's why, you know, I'm really passionate about this. I really want to DMV wealth builders, man. That's to the core. That's in my heart right now, you know. Build wealth in DMV so we can really take back our communities, you know. Buy up all the businesses that's you know, struggling, you know, help them out, you know. Especially black-owned business, man. This time of era, you know, we need that support, you know. What else, man? Gentrification is a huge thing going on in the city right now, and you don't want to be pushed away by it. You want to join it, you know. Some people might give me some negative feedback about that, like, why you want to join it?
You gotta take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it, man. Take advantage of it.
Even like the protesting that's been going on, like everybody wanna ride the wave of the Black Lives Matter. It would have been the perfect time for everybody to have a business that's black to like promote and, you know, take advantage of that. But, you know, we just here for the drama. We just here for the entertainment.
Right.
You know? Some people actually did take advantage of it and blew up because of that, and, you know, others got left behind. But I don't know if I told you this, bro. I told somebody, I was like, you know, if I'm not able to change the world, I can at least change myself and my circle, the people around me, and hopefully they can pay it forward and change their circle, and they pay it forward and change their circle, and it's an ongoing cycle. Because like he was saying, as far as us not knowing how to build wealth, us not knowing what wealth is, us not knowing what it feels like to own something, you know, that's a cycle. Because we see our parents go through it, we see our grandparents go through it, they see their grandparents go through it, and nobody teaches us that. So it keeps happening, it keeps happening, it keeps happening until somebody breaks it. Once somebody breaks it, then we'll have a new cycle. You know, so I respect that. DMV wealth builders.
Oh yeah, man.
That.
Oh yeah. Man, that's really what it's all about, you know. You learn something and you just teach it, you know. Teach it to as many people as you can.
And pay it forward.
And pay it forward, man. So hopefully they can teach somebody else, and then whoever they taught, teach somebody else, and it just keep going on and on and on. You know. That's what it's all about, you know. Each one teach one, right? So that's my goal right there, man. Just teach as many people as I can about financial education. And trust me, I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to this, you know. But I'm constantly learning, constantly picking up a book, and I'm constantly reading, you know, constantly just doing things to help my community. You know, nonprofits coming soon. I want to go back to my high school and just give a big presentation about personal finances. That's coming soon. Trust me, I got a lot of goals, you know, written down. I'm ready to, you know, just give all that back. But it's gonna take some time. You know, things don't happen overnight, but it's coming soon. Like he was saying, like, you gotta have people in your circle. I'm telling you what, I wasn't falling off. I wasn't as motivated because, like I told you earlier, I wasn't hanging around the right people. You know, when he was talking about his stuff, man, it really pushed me to the next edge, man. So you definitely doing what you say you wanted to do, you know, if you don't even notice, man. So I do want to say thank you for that, because you really got me, all right, I'm focused, I'm back in the right direction now.
I still got more stuff I got to do, you know what I'm saying? You know, people say congratulations for the book, and it's cool, I'm humble. I still got way more stuff I got to do though, bro. I got way more stuff that, when I'm 30 years in the game, 30 feet in, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I'm chilling now, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But until that point, max, gas to the max.
Yeah.
Gas to the max. They say, my grandma always tell me, Rome wasn't built in one day. You know, people was like, man, like, once you make it, they go like, man, that was like an overnight. I'm like, it must have been a long night. If that was an overnight,
right.
It was a long night.
Long night. Man. Nah, the Rome definitely wasn't built in a day, man.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta take some punches. I was just telling him about how, you know, just some type of treatment with the military going on right now. And I'm like, you know, well, in the back of my mind, it's like, all right, you know, tough times don't last, but tough people do. You feel me?
It's tough. It's tough
So,
right there.
no pun intended. What he said. No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended.
However, you know, you gotta take what you get and try to apply it in the best way you can, the most positive way you can. You know, complaining, nobody listens to it. You know, you gotta take what you get and try to learn from it, or you know, at least teach somebody. And it's kind of difficult when you like the motivational person, and like you don't have nobody to motivate you. You know, all those are life lessons, bro. All those are life lessons for you to go harder. For me to talk about in my music, you know, that's how I express myself. And really just, hopefully I change somebody's life. Hopefully I inspire somebody to write a book. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I inspire somebody to actually go for what they want. So I'm only 20 years old. Hopefully I just inspire that one kid going through the same stuff I went through, same situations I went through, same people around him that I had around me. And he prospered, he excelled through all the obstacles. I just want to inspire that one guy. Spark that brain.
Got DSR written all on my fucking cap. I'm moving low key, don't want no strings attached. I don't kiss and tell, no, I won't leave no tracks. Been kicking that shit since I was flipping packs. They pay for this knowledge like a luxury tax.